All right, here with reaction, Fox News contributor, former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich. If you're nice to me, I'll let you drive my new Tesla.
I'm with her. I think a Cybertruck would really have been you. You could have put Sean on the side of it.
Oh, is that what I should put? So that what then I become the target. Thank you very much. I just like fast cars. What can I tell you? But all right, so you see all of this happening. You have discussed that they're the party of crazy. Hakeem Jeffries says, well, we got the Republicans on the run. I'll get into this in more detail. Are Republicans on the run? Did we see them on the run last Tuesday night? What did you see Tuesday night?
Look, I think that everything you showed earlier reflects what Lincoln said at Gettysburg when he said this is a test of whether this system or any system so conceived in liberty can survive. You have a hardline group who believe that they have the right to be violent, that they have the right to deny the American people the choice of their leadership, that they have the right to break the law. The answer to all of that is, frankly, you have to lock them up. You have to enforce the law, period. And at some point, people begin to realize that you can't wage war against the entire American people. And in that sense, I would argue that Elon Musk is simply one of the people serving the American people. He's a senior advisor to the President of the United States. And I think that in that sense, all of this is totally unacceptable, as is harassing a Supreme Court justice or harassing the vice president and his 3-year-old. What I saw the other night, as you know, Callista and I were there when the president spoke to the Congress. We were actually sitting directly above the House Democrats. And I wrote at Gingrich 360 a newsletter describing them, saying that the House Democrats were sort of zombie Democrats. They couldn't applaud anything. They couldn't applaud the president. They couldn't applaud a 13-year-old cancer survivor. They couldn't applaud a young man who wanted to go to West Point. They couldn't applaud people who were there who had lost loved ones. It was pretty bizarre. And I think that, you know, Hakeem Jeffries may think, look, he has to say these things. He's their leader. What's he going to say? But the fact is, the Democrats currently have no solutions. They are so enraged that Trump is actually changing what overwhelmingly Americans believe is a corrupt system. And I'll just give you one piece of data. Our America's New Majority Project just had a poll come out yesterday. 82% of the American people believe the system is corrupt. Now, that's dangerous both for the survival of freedom, but also it tells you the Democrats who want to defend the bureaucracy and the corruption and the waste, they're going to have a big mountain to climb come 2026.
Yeah, they're going to have a big mountain to climb. Do you think, you know, holding up their bingo paddles and not standing for moms that lost their children, or a 12-year-old young man that lost, you know, that won his battle with cancer and became a Secret Service agent, all the other people that were honored? The American people see that. How do they react to that? Because that is soulless. You have to. I can't imagine if you have a heart, mind, conscience, and soul, you'd ever act that way. And not one of them stood. Nobody clapped. They just listened to their leadership. You were in the room.
Look, I had the opposite experience. I was the Speaker of the House sitting behind Bill Clinton when he got up in '96 and said, the era of big government is over. Now, I had to stand up and applaud. I mean, how can you not applaud that if you're a conservative?
You're right.
You know, and so in all the years I went, whether it was Reagan, Carter, George H.W., Clinton, in all the time I went, I don't remember Republicans ever failing to stand for the president because we're standing for the office. We're not standing for the individual. We're standing for the elected official of the American people. And I think to not do that begins to show an alienation that's very dangerous.
Yeah, I went to one with Barack Obama, and yes, I stood, and yes, I clapped for the office, and I got a lot of people staring at me at that speech. I'm not sure why. It didn't look very friendly. Newt Gingrich, thank you. When we come back.